Hey Fruit Faces, it is Clary Berry, and I want to talk with you guys today about switching up your diets and how this really affects our health. Our hormones are very, very touchy. They like us to have a certain thing, and our hormones are really related to our weight loss in a very, very intricate way. Has to do with your hunger and the brain, signals of fullness, and everything like that, as well as just how fast your metabolism goes. It's all regulated by your hormones. I mean, insulin is a hormone, like all of these different hormones work together. And switching up your diets can be really, really problematic. I notice, I say, well, ex-vegans just come to mind. There's a lot of those right now running around. And when you look at them, one of this girl, Mariella Stewart, if you look at Vegetable Police, if you look at Ravana, these people were trying these very extreme diets, going back and forth. And I know just a couple of weeks ago, I was going big back on Raw Till Weekend, and that honestly didn't last long. I'm pretty much over that. Again, I might revisit it in the middle of summer when all I have is fresh produce and it's just light and, I don't know. I just can't put that type of restriction on it, not even for a few days. I'm too busy, too active. I like to be on the ball at all times. I have to be with 2 teenage boys, 6 pets, family, and trying to, run my brand across all social media here. I really have to stay on my game, and I can't let myself get even a little bit undercarbed. I need a lot of carbs every single day. And so that's why I am no longer going to be, bouncing around trying to do these different diets, and trying to do raw vegan even a little bit. Like I said, it's just, there's no payoff for me. When I look at different nutrients, it goes up when you cook them. Some of them go down, but some of them go up. It's just a toss up. And a lot of my favorite foods, in my opinion, the most healthiest foods, sweet potatoes, legumes, whole grains, these things that I really, really love are not vegan, and I thought it would be enough to do just through the week. And I thought it would help me and maybe get me a little bit further, into my goals and all of this stuff. But I think it does the opposite. I really do. And again, when you look at these different people who are vegans, were vegans, and then are going back from veganism, they're trying these extreme diets where, they're not going to be getting enough sustenance. They're just not. And that's the number one thing I think that I love, love, love about Raw Till 4 is the freedom, and the high carb, low fat vegan lifestyle is the freedom to be able to eat when you want. There's no restriction on this. You can eat as much as you want. You should eat till you're full. Like you should eat. You need to eat. Fuck calorie restriction. Hashtag. So, just the fact that a lot of times people will notice, oh, well, I've tried vegan for this long and then I had problems. Okay, well, detox can last a while, first of all. So in my opinion and experience, going vegan actually made me have detox. And I thought I had gotten a cold, which I hadn't had a cold in forever. So I was like, what the hell, veganism? Thanks a lot, So beware of things like that. But also, it doesn't matter whether you're changing your diet from a bad diet to a good diet. It doesn't necessarily mean all of a sudden everything's going to be in, harmony and cohesion, especially with hormones in your diet. It can take a little while for those to balance out. And anytime you're having hormonal imbalance, you can have hair loss. So I've heard of people having hair loss after they go vegan and after they just made a huge change. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, pregnant women have experienced hair loss, after their hormones are adjusting again. It's just one of those things that happens. And just changing your diets in general, especially if you do it a lot, can really cause this and cause a lot of other problems. I always use this analogy of you looking at your body like it's a child, treating your body like it's a child. Get enough rest. Take a nap if you need one. Have a snack. Don't go too long between meals. Eat your carbs. We wouldn't think of depriving a kid of carbs or sleep, but we do it to ourselves. Treat ourselves like children. Treat other people like children. Give them the benefit of the doubt. There's a lot of things I can get really deep into that analogy, but when you do that, your body's going to thank you for it. Your body is going to know what to expect. Your body's like a child or like a puppy. It wants to do the same thing. It wants to have a routine. It wants to know what's coming. It wants to be prepared for what's coming. And all of the enzymes and bacteria in your body want something that they're familiar with. They don't want to be switching it up all the time. Like when people cut out, I see this one vegan person, ex-vegan, who went to be a meat eater, and now she can't hardly eat even a single vegetable, or she gets super bloated. And it's like, hello, and instead of thinking, oh, my body's reacting, my body's no longer has the enzymes and everything to digest, and it's going to cause problems, she's thinking, oh, vegetables are toxic. It's like, whoa, people, come on now. But so yeah, I just want to kind of get on here and let you guys know, because I haven't really officially made an update about that ever since I was doing this more raw vegan lifestyle. I think that just the timing of it came through, and just, I honestly, I got a little bit excited with spring break. I got 2 spring breaks this year. So, well, past couple of years, I've been lucky enough to have those. And it's like, oh, I got to celebrate a little bit. And, I just didn't feel like it was honestly doing me any good. I think the first week, and I tried to get back to, the weekend, it was like, oh my God, by Thursday, like, give me some freaking cooked food or something, and I just feel like, don't try to overthink it. Don't try to make it be, don't do the yo-yo dieting, regardless of whether you think it's a healthy little cleanse or a healthy diet or raw vegan diet that you're doing. I honestly am just speaking out against them, because again, to me, when I look around, I wouldn't be surprised to see Christina, fully raw Christina, like being the next one to go down, because it seems like the people that over the years have incorporated more cooked food into their diet, and just it's not even about incorporating more cooked food, it's just about being less restrictive. So I just feel, I've done numerous videos on this before, and then I went right back into it. I even get sucked into it. But just try to stick with what you're doing. And eat as healthy as possible. Not fast, lose weight, get healthy, then I can be unhealthy. Do it for the long haul, similar to the fitness video I did the other day. This should be, and the cleanse video that I just did as well, this should be a lifestyle, and anything less is honestly going against yourself, whether it's calorie restriction, whether it's a super crazy diet. Whoever thought drinking your own piss and doing a 25-day water fast was a good idea, but people get sucked into this stuff because people repeat things on the internet, and if you see it repeated enough, you start to believe it without even doing any research. Fasting, cleanses, none of this has real long-term research, just like keto. It might help you in the short term, but nobody says long-term it's good. And again, when you're just eliminating, the meat, the dairy, the eggs out of your diet on a regular basis, then you can move on and eat whole food, mostly whole food, plant-based, then you'll be on the right track. But it doesn't need to be restrictive. You don't need to only be, whole food, plant-based. You don't need to always, as much as I'm anti-oil, I still consume, tiny bits of oil, whether it's in a tortilla or a dish or this or that, every so often. I just think that you don't want to get orthorexic with it, but also, like I said, just the sheer, like, changing from this diet to this diet to this diet is just bad for you in general, regardless of what the diets are. You need to let your body know what's coming so it can be ready for it and utilize those nutrients in the best way possible. So that's all for my little rant right now. Thanks for stopping in on me here. If you like what you see, stay subscribed, and I have playlists on just about every subject that I've ever talked about. So check out my playlist if you want to learn more. Thanks. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.